minute ago, Harry and Meghan are savagely mocked living in tiny apartment, they unkindly bothered George. Prince Harry has been brutally mocked in a new satirical animated comedy, which has already caused a stir on social media. HBO Max released a surprise trailer Wednesday for The Prince, which provides a satirical glimpse into the imagined royal family through the eyes of Prince George. Prince George is the protagonist of HBO Max's new TV series The Prince, an adult animated show which portrays, with a parodic twist, the day-to-day life at the palace as seen through the lens of a heavily fictionalized 8-year-old heir to the throne. The show, which features key members of the royal family including the Cambridges, the Sussexes and the Queen, is being released today on the US streaming service. Prince Harry is among the members of the royal family to have been portrayed as animated characters in the new HBO Max series The Prince. The show, created by Gary Janetti, depicts with a parodic twist the day-to-day life of royals as seen through the lens of a heavily fictionalized Prince George. The streaming platform is releasing the first 12 episodes of the series on July 29. In the run-up to the show's debut, HBO Max released a 2-minute trailer, in which Harry's character also appears. However, its trailer has left many social media users fuming, with some branding the show inappropriate and disrespectful. Fictionalized Prince George comments saying, "Okay, that kid freaks me out." In the clip, a butler hands fictionalized George a postcard from California. The scene then cuts to a normal-looking apartment in the US, where the character looking like Harry is wandering around, under the worried gaze of his wife Meghan. The Duke of Sussex, voiced by Hollywood actor Orlando Bloom, appears to have difficulties understanding he is no longer living in a palace. They are in a home in California, with the fictionalized Duke saying, "This may be the smallest palace I have ever been in." Meghan, voiced by Condola Rashad, said, "Well, it's an apartment." To which the Duke replied, "Yes, an apartment palace, I know that. Lots of tiny palaces inside one big palace." Mr. Bloom and Ms. Rashad are only two of the famous actors taking part in the HBO series. The Queen is voiced by Frances de la Tour, Game of Thrones star Sophie Turner voices Princess Charlotte and Dan Stevens plays both Prince Charles and Prince Philip. Prince George is voiced by Mr. Janetti himself. The show was originally meant to premiere in the spring, but was pushed back following the passing of Prince Philip. The trailer has left many royal fans fuming for the decision to focus a satire show on an 8-year-old child. Royal author Omid Scobie wrote on Twitter, "Don't particularly agree with parodying children but guessing I'm in the minority as HBO Max's no F given series The Prince hits the streamer tomorrow. Thoughts?" In a second tweet he shared the messages of a few social media users agreeing with his take on the show. One wrote, "Kids should be off limits." One fan of the Sussexes wrote on Twitter, "I don't care for the family members that are still on that little island, but this is wrong on so many levels. Leave children alone. P.S. Harry and his family live in an estate, not the tiny apartment that y'all wish." Another said, "Keep the kids out of it. They shouldn't be parodied." A royal watcher compared this show with Channel 4's The Windsors, another satirical TV show focused on the royal family. They said, "The Windsors is hilarious because it doesn't touch on the children. This cartoon is cruel and in bad taste. Poor Prince George will have to go to school with other kids who would have seen the show." Another Twitter user added, "No no no no. The adults of the royal family, fine, do whatever you like I guess. But George and the other royal children should be off limits. Just make up a royal family if you really want to do What If Stewie Griffin Was a Prince." The series is the latest effort to mock the 8-year-old royal, who recently received unkind internet comments about his Euro 2020 finals outfit.